Hey guys, Chris from CJE Outdoors. Wanted to come on and do a quick review for you guys to do an honest review of this Hawk camera arm. I've watched a couple of reviews on it myself, and there's some information that's not correct about this arm that's on there. So I wanted to get into it and show you guys, an honest review of this arm. And give you both the pros and the cons of this arm, because there's some good things about it and there's not good things about it, how it compares to like the other camera arms that are in its price range, like the Muddy and so forth. So basically I unboxed the arm. I got everything laid out here for you. The biggest misconception that's out there about this arm is the arm itself. And I've seen two different reviews on this arm that say it's steel. It's not steel, it's aluminum. I meant to grab a magnet to show you, but I can guarantee you this is not steel. This is aluminum, okay? Which I think is a good thing. It's obviously going to be lighter for you. You're talking about putting an item that, what's the max going to be, 10 pounds on it. It's not rated for 10 pounds, it's rated for 6 pounds, but regardless, this arm is not steel, it's aluminum. You can mount the head several different ways. That's another thing that you're not getting the information on that you want. How it's set up right now, your head can mount just like this, to where it's going to sit almost flush with the arm. Now, the downside of mounting the camera head this way is that you're only going to have about that much room before your handle hits the arm, okay? So, downside of that. The plus side of it is it's going to be a little bit more compact for you than using the extension, which I'll get into in a minute, okay? The head itself, again, another thing that is very hard to find online about this arm is what kind of quality a head is. It's a decent head. It's a fluid head. It's not friction. I think that's important to know, and I'll be darned if I could find that information anywhere, even on Hawk's website. I mean, they tell you it's a 360 head and so forth, but they're not specific about it being fluid. It is fluid, and it's decent. It's a nice fluid head, especially for the money that you're paying for it. This arm is only $69.95. I got it at Cabela's. I was looking at the Muddies, and in my opinion, it's a much better arm. The head alone makes it a much better arm. The Muddy one is a friction head. Okay, if you want to mount this head by using the extension, which some might, depending on the kind of camera you're using, or if you need, a bit more up and down radius so you're not hitting the arm, then you're going to go to this attachment. Now this attachment, this is a con. This black attachment here that screws on, it's steel, and it's heavy steel. I'm not sure why they would make the arm in aluminum and then make this piece steel. It doesn't make, I don't know, maybe cost, I don't know. But it'll come with an insert in the head. This little, I don't know if you can see it, but this little insert screws in to the camera head. And then it mounts back onto the arm. So this is going to give you a bit more range, especially up and down. I think in terms of just keeping things compact, I mean, I'm a public land hunter. I do not have really any private land to go on and leave this out. So I personally am going to leave this part out. But that gives you a better idea on how much more range of movement you have, if you can see, So those are your two ways you can mount this. Now, going over the tree mount, they give you a really nice ratchet strap. Now, the only thing, and God bless them for doing it, but it's actually almost a little bit of an overkill strap for holding, again, what, a 6, 7, 8, 9 10-pound camera. Okay, it's a big strap, and the way you're going to mount this and where you're going to have it on the tree, this big strap, a ratchet assembly, it's going to be like, at your shoulder, either behind you here, depending on if you're left or right-handed. But so I don't know if I should take this as a pro or a con. I appreciate the quality of it, but on the same token, it almost is a little much. Same goes for the mount here. While it doesn't look like it's very big, again, this part of it is steel. Why you make an aluminum camera arm and make this steel, I don't know. I mean, I'm no metal expert, but I would imagine you could make something like this out of aluminum and save a ton of weight, because this thing is heavy. If they were going, for a portable camera arm to take in and out of the woods, I would just think, again, why not make this aluminum? Why not make this part aluminum? Maybe it's cost, I don't know, but if this was aluminum and this was aluminum, I would have paid $100 for the arm. That extra 30 bucks difference, I don't know. But those are my thoughts on it. I think it's really well made. I do like, the simpleness of it and the options that it gives you for what you're paying for. Again, when you put it up against the Muddy, I don't think it's a comparison. I think this arm, the Hawk camera arm, is much better. It's lighter. I feel like it moves freer. It's got these Teflon bushings in the middle that are going to give you a much better range of motion. I just like the what it offers for what you're paying for. You look at some of the other arms that are out there, and I don't think you get as much, for a larger price tag. So those are my findings with it. I am looking forward to getting out and hunting, this year, to really try it out and see just what it's going to offer me. The only other concern that I have with it, and this also goes in the con list, is you got about 24 inches total of extension here. 24 inches compared to some of the other arms isn't a lot. I'd say it's about average when you compare it to the arms in its price category. But the biggest con that I think is they don't give you an option to purchase the extra extension that some of the other arm companies offer to you. And some, more seasoned, people who are hunting filming hunts, might look down on that. It's possible that it's not going to be an issue for me or you or whoever, would buy the arm, but you can take that for what it's worth. You would think they give you the option to have that extra extension to get, a little more length out of it, but who knows? I don't know what their thoughts are on that. Perhaps they'll come up with something, but 24 inches total, it's not a lot. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you hunting this season. Thanks.